So hello guys, welcome back with another video of Salesforce Geek channel. This is Shubham Bharadwaj and today we are going to cover a nice scenario. In this scenario what we are going to check on a parent record, or you can say account. We are having a lot of contacts over there and we are going to delete some contacts which are having a specific name over there. So without any delay, let's start. And let me tell you, if this scenario, if you don't have any after save update triggers on your Salesforce flows, then you have to do this with use of process builder and flows. So basically it's just possible after save update flows. So let us start with our scenario and click on new flow. After clicking on new flow, we are getting this kind of interface, and you will see there are 5 kind of flows. Simply we have to create a record triggered flow. Click on record triggered flow and click create. So in our scenario, basically whenever an account is updated, we have to delete particular contacts which are having a specific name. Let's say test A and test B contacts we have to delete. So what we have to do, we have to click on edit and simply select a record is updated. And yeah, of course, after the record is saved as by default. So click done. Now we have to select our object as the scenario covers whenever an account is updated. So we have to select account over there, click done. Now what we have to do, we have to simply get the records. So now we have to get all related cons. So let's say related contacts, and we have to select our object, like we are having a contact object. Select contact over there, and we have to basically provide a condition. So as they are the related contacts, we have to provide an account ID. So let's say account ID equals, and basically we have to provide the account ID. So we are going to use the global record variable and select the ID over there. Now what we have to do, we have to provide a condition. Let's say full name equals to, so we are going to choose a specific context. Let's say test A, and we are going to provide another condition. Let's say test B. So suppose a particular account having 4 contacts: test A, test B, test C, test D. So whenever we are going to update that contact, so it should delete the contacts which are having name test A and test B. The only 2 contacts are remaining, test C and test D, over the account record. So we are going to cover all the records. Let's say suppose the account having 4 contacts with the name of test A, so we should delete all contacts. So simply what you have to do, you have to click done and connect the dots. So in this video, here is a learning. I'm not going to tell you right now, you have to watch the video for that. So simply what I'm going to do, select a delete element over there, and let's say I'm selecting a delete element, and let's say provide a label delete contacts and API name delete contacts, which is auto populated, and we have to simply provide the record variable or we can say collection variable, which is related contacts. So simply click done and connect the dots. Simply save your flow and provide a name to your flow. Let's say delete specific contacts. Let's save this and click activate. So let's move to the app launcher, or you can say your account app, and click on accounts. And now you will see there is an account which I created already. So let's click on flow test, and in the related tab you will see there are 4 contacts right now: test A, test B, test C, test D. So when I update the flow test account, so test A and test B should get deleted. So click on detail and let's change the rating to warm and save this record. So let's move to the related tab, and here you will see there are only 2 contacts over there: test C and test D. So here is a problem, guys. Suppose if you go into detail tab and update this record once again, let's say what, and if you save this record, so there is an error. So the error is flow does not have records in the record, or you can say collection variable, to delete the records. So that's why it's show an error. So for that, what you have to do, you have to simply delete this line and provide a decision element over there. This decision element going to check whether our record collection variable is null or not. If it is not null, then we have to delete the records. So simply provide a label. Let's say check for null, and after that we have to provide a label for condition if not null. And let's say OPI name is auto populated, we have to provide a condition. Let's say our related contacts is null, boolean false, and simply click done. So basically what this decision element will do, it will check for null. If the collection variable having some records, then it's get deleted, and if the record variable is not having any records, then it will not do nothing. So simply what you have to do to connect the dots and simply select if not null, click done, and simply save a different version of our flow. So let's click save and activate this version. So let's move to the account, and if I click on save now, this will get saved. So let's click on save. So as you see, my contact is get saved. And if I provide, let's say create another contact over there with the name of test A. So let's say provide a contact name, first name, and in the last name let's say test A. And if I save this record, you will see there are now 3 contacts. And if I again update my account, so let's say warm and get saved, you will see that contact get deleted. And if I save one more time, update one more time my account, let's say cold, and if I click on save, you will see it gets saved. So that's how you can achieve delete functionality in your Salesforce flows. And if you are working before Samaya 20 updates orgs, you will not get the feature of record triggered flow. So then you have to achieve this functionality with the use of process builder and I can say flow. So that's how you can use this. So if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe this channel for more such videos. And below here is a blog, you can check it out for the documentation of this scenario. So thank you so much for watching this video till now.